The Pope traveled by Popemobile for about 6 miles from Ciudad Juarez to the border between Mexico and the United States. Before starting Mass, Pope Francis wanted to stop at this cross that can be seen from both sides. He laid a bouquet of flowers underneath the cross to pay respect to all that have lost their lives trying to cross the Rio Grande. He prayed facing towards the United States. Then he blessed the people who participated in the ceremony from the other side in El Paso. This was the last Mass the Pope held in Mexico, and the first in history with a border in between. On one side, there were more than 200,000 pilgrims in attendance on the Mexican border, and over 50,000 on the United States border. Pope Francis used this crosier that was given to him by the prison inmates of Ciudad Juarez, who he visited hours earlier. The Pope focused his homily on the suffering of those who try to pass the other side. By doing so, he made the migrants' plight the epicenter of his discourse.
Esclavizados, secuestrados, extorsionados. Muchos hermanos nuestros son fruto del negocio de tráfico humano, de la trata de personas.
He recalled that migration has become a global phenomenon and a humanitarian crisis that cannot be measured solely in numbers.
Esta crisis que se puede medir en cifras, nosotros queremos medirla por nombres, por historias, por familias.
He explained that poverty, injustice, drug trafficking, and organized crimes are all forms of violence and growing concerns among the youth in Ciudad Juarez, especially with many young women who end up victims of terrible femicide.
Injusticia que se radicaliza en los jóvenes. Ellos, carne de cañón, son perseguidos y amenazados cuando tratan de salir de la espiral de violencia y del infierno de las drogas. ¿Y qué decir de tantas mujeres a quienes les han arrebatado injustamente la vida?
With a burst of energy, Pope Francis asked the following:
No más muerte ni explotación. Siempre hay tiempo de cambiar, siempre hay una salida, siempre hay una oportunidad, siempre hay tiempo de implorar la misericordia del Padre.
Finally, he praised and thanked the work of those who helped migrants. He defined it as a light at the end of the tunnel. With that said, he did not want to finish his homily without greeting those who attended the ceremony on the other side. He said that no border can divide the love of God. At the end of the ceremony, the Pope thanked the Mexican people for their hospitality during these days and even made a small confession.
Y les aseguro que por ahí en algún momento sentía como ganas de llorar al ver tanta esperanza en un pueblo tan sufrido.
The Pope asked them to pray for him and ended the Mass praying to the patron saint, Our Lady of Guadalupe.
Y el Espíritu Santo